Stress Talk 414, Low the Legend in the building. Back at you again. We're a little late, but we here for show. Today's topic, we're going to talk about the recession. We're going to talk about all the prices up, the gas prices, the food prices. Everything is up right now. And the reason being is that the money that got in the hands of the wrong people. So when the money get in the hands of the wrong people, then it's called damn near like a turnover in football. It's like forcing the ball. So we got to force the ball because we need bankruptcies. We got too many people with too much money holding it for too long. So the government had a plan. All the people that they gave the money to, they had a plan to get it back. So they figured that people was going to take that money and buy houses and buy this and dump it back into the economy. But in actuality, what a lot of people did is they hold on to that money, or they investing in that money in long-term assets. So the government is not seeing a fast return on that money. So they got to force a recession. So in football, it's called a turnover. In economics, it's called a recession. It's the same thing. It's a turnover. So the money is in the hands of the people that don't supposed to have the money. So the government got to get that money. You know, because when you put the money in the hands of the wrong people, then people start making poor decisions. You know, people that think poor, when you give them money, they don't think smarter. No, they start making more irrational decisions, because that's what you do when you got money that you're not used to, because that's not earned income. You know, that's unearned income, and that ain't even verifiable income. Verifiable income is income that you consistently then got for 24 months or more. That's the only income that you actually can claim. So if you just get a burst of money all of a sudden, that don't change your yearly gross. You know, you gotta live by under the same scope. You got to live by your same means. Otherwise, you definitely going to fall to the wayside. You know, if you all of a sudden get a big lump of money, you can't change your lifestyle. You can't change the way you've been living. That'll never work out. You know, so back to the point at hand, United States of America is going through a recession right now. So, you know, the prices is up on everything. So what do? Coming from a business standpoint, what do I do? The prices is up with the manufacturer. The prices is up with the shipper. So you got to return that cost over to the consumer. And that is the way that you force the money out of the people. So the people hold on to the money. So how do we get it out of your hands? We just go up on everything. I mean, the government is brilliant. Y'all hold on to the money. Y'all investing the money in long-term assets. Y'all sending the money overseas into offshore accounts. And you buying depreciating assets. So that means that if the government give you a surplus of cash and then you turn around and buy a depreciating asset with it, then that means that's a double or triple loss. The economic cash flow is affected, and the government don't get a return on that investment because you bought a depreciating asset. So as time progress, everybody loses on that. So yeah, we gotta force a recession, and in the midst of forcing recession, we gotta have bankruptcies. So right now, we gotta have bankruptcies. We gotta have bankruptcies so we can turn over the ball. We gotta have that. People all those pump and dump schemes, the people that got this saying that they got this, but they really got that, and they trying to hold on to it, we got to force the ball out of their hand. And we're going to force the ball through inflation and bankruptcy. Now, I mean, I ain't the most brilliant guy. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I watch the economic flow of the United States of America, and I can clearly see what's going on. So today's topic is about recession. So what do we do in times like this? How do we counteract recession? How do as consumers, how do we make wise decisions? So for all the people that's on the consumer side, they're going to be affected because they don't understand the rules of engagement. So the rules of engagement is from the manufacturer to the distributor to the consumer. So I'm going to break that down in a whole nother segment. And if you don't understand that chain of command, then yeah, you will be affected. So if you steady out here buying, and you like a cash cow, then yeah, you're gonna be infected by inflation unless you're one of the business owners like me that I mean, I'm still a little affected by inflation, but not as much, because if I'm buying things and I'm growing at a 300 to 500% markup, so if inflation is what, I mean 30%, I mean that's extremely high, but you can affect that if your margins is at 200%, 300%, and most business owners are. I don't care from your average burger that you go buy all the way up to your high-end designer cars or homes getting built. Yes, people are making money. Profit margins are 3 to 6 points on products. So it's just some of the things that we talk about that we're going through a recession. So people have to be mindful of what's going on in America. We have to stay fast, stay whole, and spend our money accordingly and wisely. Stress Talk 414, here, back at you again. We'll be back at you Saturday. Hopefully we'll be on time this time. If not, we'll be there. Don't be square. Stress Talk 414. Mental health issues in the community. We out.